Well, we have a big family project going on today. You've never met Chris, my husband, but today's as good a day as any for me to introduce him to you. So, this is Chris, the brains and muscle of all of the operations going on here at our house and our small farm. And today we have a big family project, so I'm going to let him explain what's going on, and then we're going to video all of the work we get done today and tomorrow. Hopefully we will get it wrapped up this evening, but if not, we might have to work a little bit in the morning to finish up the loose ends.
Okay, so we've got some sod coming in, supposed to be delivered here this afternoon. And we had to take down a couple of trees that needed to come down here in the front part of the house. And we had to get the drainage right on some areas that were holding water, wasn't draining good. And so we've got all that done. We've got the dirt turned over and it's in pretty good shape. We've got some topsoil that we're about to put out, and we're going to try to make sure there's no rocks in the yard. We got a good heavy rain last night, and so we were able to see how it drains, and it does drain good now. So we're ready to get started.
Okay, well, I hope y'all enjoy this video of us working hard in this beautiful Alabama spring weather. Hey, I'm Lori. Welcome back to Homemade Simple. I'm really glad you're here today to watch our family project, and I hope you enjoy all of the videos that we took while we were working. I wanted to give a little bit of backstory about why we were doing this project in the first place. When we bought our property, it was really all forest, and so we have had to cultivate the area as livable from just complete pine and hardwood forest. And when we uncovered the area where we were going to build the house, it became apparent that our land was full of rocks and stones. We actually ended up naming our farm Stony Brook Farms because there were so many stones everywhere. And that was just going to be the way things were, and we understood that we were going to have to be careful when we walked outside. But then we had our little boy, and it occurred to us that he really wouldn't have anywhere to play or to be outside safely by himself if we had rocks everywhere where he could trip and fall and hit his head. So we decided to take this opportunity while he was young to put down a lawn of sod so that we could make a soft, visually appealing place for the whole family to come together and enjoy the outdoors. So that's sort of why we did what we did. We had to break all of the rocks out of the yard, and there were so many. I mean, it was barrel after barrel full of all of the rocks that were in the front yard. We did that. We leveled all of the yard. We took down some trees. We inserted a irrigation system. We installed that, and that was a lot of work that we didn't even video, so sorry you missed out on that fun. But now we are to the point where we are laying the sod, and we initially ordered 8 pallets of sod, and you will see here how everybody is doing their part, everybody is working well together, and that is the thing that makes me feel so good about this project. It made me so pleased to see my kids working hard and working all day, working well together, and it just brings joy to my mama heart to see how well my kids can get along and how good of workers they are. We actually built our house a lot on our own. We did have contractors come in and do some things, but it was a reminder to me of those days when we were building our house, of how our kids will just roll up their sleeves and get the job done, and it just makes me feel really good about them and their future. Well, another one of my favorite parts about this project and rewatching the video is how you can see Lane everywhere. And we tried to make him feel included in the project, and I think that in the end he really was. Good morning. Well, we made good progress yesterday. We got about halfway done with the pallets. So we laid 4 pallets of sod yesterday, and today we have 4 to go. We have plenty of help. My stepdad Jim is coming, my mom is coming, and we have Kendall's friend Jamie here. She was helping yesterday as well. So we're hoping that it will be a quick job to finish everything up. We're laying some more topsoil down on the parts that had the pallets on it yesterday, but that won't take long to fix, and then we will be on to the busy part of the day. When Chris decided that we were going to do this project, he started learning all there was to learn about laying sod and taking care of sod. That's one of the benefits of DIY projects, is you don't only get the benefit of having the reward of your labor, but you also learn a lot of new skills. And I had never laid sod before, and I have a newfound respect for people who do this on a regular basis. It is grueling, painful, hard work, and that is another reason that I was so pleased with my kids and how hard they worked, because this was not simple, easy work. But by the end of the day, your back hurts, your knees hurt, but it's so rewarding when you put all of the effort in to a project like this, and then you can sit on the front porch at the end of the day and see how far you've gone. Here you can see the girls are laying the sod, and one thing that I did not know until we did this project was that there's actually a right and a left side to every piece of sod. Something that I wouldn't have ever known if we hadn't done this project. The girls figured that out really quick. You can see that there's a lot of different jobs that's required for laying sod. Some have to bring the pieces and some have to lay the pieces. We had to rake in the topsoil if there was not enough dirt in a certain area. Laying sod is definitely not a one-man job. And true to our normal selves, we couldn't leave well enough alone. We had to decide to go and get another pallet of sod to bring the yard down the hill a little bit more. This is pretty common for us. We get in the middle of a project and we say, well, if a little bit is great, then more will be even better. So we prepped the area, and then we let Jim and the girls go for the day, and Chris and Lane and I finished up the project. in the evening. I know that you can see here that the sod looks all different colors, and the reason for that is the extra pallet that we bought had been planted a little later in the year. So this pallet of sod is actually a month or two behind the first 8 pallets that we laid. So that's why there's a difference, but it all grew together just fine, and you can't really tell that there's any kind of difference today. And you may be wondering what in the world we're doing with this white pipe. This was just a piece of the irrigation system that was left over. We decided to use it as our straight edge. So that's sort of why we're moving it around and laying toward it. It's the last piece.
Lane, come here and help me, buddy. Pick it up. Oh, good job. Ooh.
We did it!
Ooh.
Yay!
Yay!
That is a full day's worth of work. Good job, Daddy.
Good job, Mama. Good job, Lane.
Okay, y'all, this is our sod laying crew, and they have worked so hard. Look at how good this yard looks. Who would like to go first? Now, I will say that Jamie, raise your hand, Jamie. She was a kind volunteer to come and visit our house, even in the midst of a difficult project like this. So thank you, Jamie, for volunteering your time. Okay, so you can go first, Jamie. What was your favorite part about laying sod?
I actually like putting it together, like kneading it together.
Okay.
I did not like it when it was muddy.
Yeah, Jamie lost a pair of white shoes to the mud. We're gonna have to replace those. So, but her work was very appreciated. Okay, you want to go next, Kendall?
My favorite part was probably getting the sod off the pallet and taking it to the people.
Mm-hmm.
Well, my least favorite part was when we had to put the topsoil down and get like all the rocks out first. That really hurt my back.
Yeah, that was hard. Yeah, I agree with you there. Okay, Kelsey?
My favorite part was probably putting it together on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
My least favorite, all the rest.
Everything else. Okay, Cammie?
I like carrying it like to the spot it goes, and then my least favorite was raking.
Okay. Yeah, that was hard. Thank y'all so much for helping. I really appreciate it. Y'all are good kids that have a good work ethic, so everybody can learn from y'all's good example. And this is Jim, Papa, my stepdad, and he was willing to help lay the sod today too. So what was your least and most favorite part of the project?
Favorite part was getting to work with our family.
That's good. Was there a part that you hated?
No.
You can be honest.
I'm honest, I didn't hate it.
Okay. And Nanny was the babysitter and lunch maker. What was your favorite part, Nanny?
Well, as always, my favorite part is spending time with my little grandson, who I would like to share with y'all is the smartest, most intelligent and observant little one that I have ever known for 1 year old. And then, of course, I love being with the rest of y'all.
Was there a part that you didn't like?
Not one little bitty bit.
Okay.
It was fun.
And this is what it looks like today. 6 weeks after we laid the sod, we have kept it watered and it has done a really good job of filling in. There's still a lot that needs to be done. I still have some work to do in the flower beds, and we still have to put some pea gravel on the parking area. But for the most part, the front is finished and it feels really good to be this far along. We've made a lot of progress and we have really been enjoying the beautiful green of the yard. We never thought that we would have something this nice in the front yard here because it was so full of rocks. But we have really been enjoying sitting on the front porch this spring, and we've enjoyed the flowers and the blueberry bushes. I painted the door and that has made a difference, but the main thing is we now have a fun place to come and play, especially for Lane, to have somewhere to play outside and it not be a risk of him falling and hitting his head on a big rock. Thank you so much for watching today. I'm so glad you're here. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you can be notified when new content is added. That would help me out so much, and I really appreciate all of your support. I hope that you will come back next time, and until then, I hope you have a wonderful week. I love you. I'll see you then.